Our subject today is one that a lot of our customers are concerned about, and that's what happens to our hearing as we age. So this question comes from Gus in Glendale, California. And Gus writes, do you find that as you get older, your sensitivity to high frequency becomes more sensitive to hearing loss? I'm 62 years old now and have been into this hobby since the 70s. My first real speaker was a JBL 4311. And now using Tannoy NF M8s for my home system. I run with VTL equipment and Cardis cables. My theory is that yes, the brain compensates for this, making highs more than they really are, like a brain EQ. And because of this, now I like a sweeter sounding system versus the analytical sound of studio monitors. When I was younger, the highs never bothered me as much. What do you say? I look forward to your response. Well, it's a really good question, and there's no doubt that as we age, our hearing changes. And I haven't had my hearing checked in quite a while. I do get my ears, the wax taken out of my ears on a fairly regular basis, about once a quarter actually. I'm actually helping our audiologist's kid through college by many donations of earwax cleaning, because I find that I do a very simple test. I rub my fingers together, which here's right down the microphone. You can kind of hear that? So when I do that and I do this, I listen to make sure that that sound, the scratchy of my fingers, is perceived equally in both ears, and there should be no high frequency roll off. And if I do that very gently and I can't hear that, time to get the earwax taken out. Something else too is I make my living doing this, so I have been very protective of my hearing all my life, as far back as I can remember, except when I was a total idiot back in my dope smoking rock and roll crazy days before I did all that. But I do take care of my hearing, and you should as well, because hearing damage is permanent. There's no magic wand, there's no aquatic creature like in the Shape of Water. What a great film. We just saw that last night. Whoa, that was so good. No wonder it won Best Picture. Terry and I sat down in our home theater, and magnificent film, and at one point the aquatic creature is really cool. Touches the head of the male lead, and his hair starts to grow back. It's pretty cool. So maybe if that creature from South America could stick his claw into my ear, I might magically get it back. But here's what's interesting. If you whatever level of hearing you have, it is currently shaped far different than it was 40 years ago. It's just a natural process of aging. And yes, our brains compensate because we want the natural world to still sound the same. And fortunately, I've kept my high frequency hearing, and I'm thankful for that. But I do notice that I am much more sensitive to mid-ranges. Now, to me, mid-range blares. If someone's talking too loud around me, where I used to just blow it off, no longer. I mean, it's like you're just being too loud right in that region. And I know that is a symptom of getting old, to where those kinds of sounds are amplified. It's probably a bad word, but magnified is a better way to put it. So you want to be aware of what changes are taking place, but you shouldn't have to adjust your system to compensate for it, because our brains are doing the compensation for us. And I still like a lot of detail. That's just a personal thing, and these speakers provide a hell of a lot of detail. They're extremely resolving speakers. So that's not been a consideration for me. But yes, hearing changes. As long as you protect your hearing, which hopefully you do, you should be okay, and your brain should compensate for most of it. Hope that kind of answered your question, and we will talk again tomorrow. Thank you. Bye.